Today, let's walk through the steps of how I made this fabric Christmas tree absolutely perfect for the holiday season. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and today we are making a fabric Christmas tree. So this is actually from an older pattern, but I know that you can still find a lot of different patterns for this available online. So the first step was I needed to cut out all of my fabric. So for this, I am using quilting cotton. The star is going to be from this gold cotton material, which I think is so pretty. And you ended up needing 4 of those because of the 3D effect. So now it was time to start cutting out the Christmas tree. Now, we had bought specific fabric for this Christmas tree, and it turned out we had just enough fabric. So you may see at times that I'm a little bit stretching this fabric so that I could get all 6 pieces. For it though, you needed 3 pieces of one color, then 3 pieces of a contrasting. Once you had those 6 pieces of the tree cut out and the 4 of the star, it was then time to just start matching everything together. So to do this, you took 2 pieces for the star, matched them with right sides together, and then you're leaving a gap kind of at 2 of those edges. And so we will not be sewing that, and then repeating it for the other star pair. And then it was time to start sewing up the Christmas tree as well. So you are matching these so that you have like a green and a red together is how I'm doing it, so contrasting fabrics, and then going through matching these right sides together and then pinning them all up. So at the bottom there's actually marks on the pattern piece for where you would be leaving a gap. And then once you go through and pin all of this up, you're then just going to be taking a seam all the way around. So you can see here, I'm just kind of showing you where that seam is going to be, and then you're leaving that gap at the bottom so that you're able to turn this right side out. Now, as far as sewing goes, this was using a straight stitch. It was very easy to do. You had to pivot though, just because of all those little corners and turns for both the star as well as the actual tree itself. So for the star, you just went through that little gap at the bottom. I did clip some of these edges so that it'd be a little easier to turn, and hopefully the fabric wouldn't be as tight or have tension on it. So I found that that worked pretty well for that. And then I just went through and did the exact same thing for the tree. So being sure to sew and then pivoting on those corners and edges. And then once this is done, you will go through and sort of clip some of these curves, some of this extra fabric as well, because since this is sewing on a curve, you want to make sure that none of that tension is there when you go through and actually turn this right side out. So after you do that seam, there is a little prep work that you need to do before you can just turn this right side out and have it ready to go. Once that's completed for each of these tree pairs though, you can go through and then just turn this right side out, and it's pretty simple because that gap is so big at the bottom. So once you're able to turn it right side out, you can then repeat all of these steps for your other 2 pairs. So as you can see, I have 3 pairs all sewn up now, so these are ready to go. And what we're going to be doing next is starting the layering process. So for my pattern, it wanted you to kind of do a hand basting to close this at the bottom. I found that I was able to just sort of fold it over and then keep it pinned so that I didn't have to worry about it coming undone. But once they're all lined up like that, you're then just going to match them on top of each other. So the order for this is you're going to have one color on top, and then you have those 2 matching colors, and then you will need to have these so that you have the next 2 matching colors, and then you have your 3rd color on the back. So this way, when you start to stand up your tree, the matching colors kind of are paired together. So on mine, it's green, red, red, green, green, red. So lots of different ways you could do this. I also had this pinned up incorrectly at first and had to go back through and repin it, so it's really up to you on a matter of personal preference. So you can see we have our reds together, we have those greens, and then we have red and then green on the top. So different ways that you can do this, and then we're going to be sewing one straight seam all the way down the middle to bring all those pieces together. A very similar process for the star, where we are taking our 2 star pairs, putting them on top of each other, and then sort of folding in that raw edge on the bottom for either one. And then we're just going to be taking a straight seam down the middle to join both of these stars together. So I found this to actually be really straightforward. I understood what it was trying to do, so just one seam all the way down so that you then get this like 3D star looking effect. So once I had both of those pinned, I just went through on my sewing machine and took that straight seam, and I did not have any issues with the thickness. Now for this, I did get just to the end of my bobbin, which I was really proud about that I was able to finish the seam off, but then I repeated this for the star using a different color of thread, and it all worked out great. So now it was just time to start stuffing this. So one thing I learned in stuffing this is it is a lot easier to stuff each of those panels a little bit at the top And then once you get like all 6 done at the top, you then work on the middle portion and then the bottom. So you do not want to stuff all of a one single section or panel at one time. It just makes it a lot harder to do the rest. So I found that going through, stuffing a little bit of each section, so moving around the Christmas tree, stuffing it, and then continuing on made it a lot easier to go through and was easier on my hands. I will say that I did do this over a matter of probably like 2 or 3 days because it is a lot to stuff. As you can see, it is very large. I didn't stuff it too firmly as it didn't need to be like really hard. But now it was just time to go through, stuff the star. Then once you had that done, it was then time to sew all this up. So to sew this up, these are little hand stitches. It's on the bottom, so nobody's really going to see it unless, people are actually looking at the bottom. So I found this really easy just do with a little ladder stitch. Go through for each panel, and then once you had that done, you could then just turn the tree and work on the next one. So this went through pretty quickly. As you can see, the cat liked to watch the entire time as well and stood in the way of the camera at multiple points. And then once you have that all done, your tree itself will be complete. So this is what like my tree is going to look like. So now it was just time to really repeat those steps for the star. So for this, you're just going to go through and do a lot of those little hand stitches. So very similar to how we did for the tree. And then last but not least, once you have that done, you just hand sew the star onto the tree itself. I did find this a little bit challenging. I just did lots of really tight stitches to get it to stay on top. But once that is done, your tree and star are then complete and it is ready to be used for Christmas. I had a lot of fun with this project, especially since this is something that I've been wanting to do for quite a few years now. So I'm really happy that I was able to make it, and I found overall that this was a really simple, especially to do after work project. You just work on a little bit each day. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.